Yeah. I feel like it was good. Now, I usually like to have somebody tell me stop the show. Somebody makes it very awkward. All right, here we go. Here we go. A little bit higher. A little bit.
There's things over there. Oh, those are in the shade. That'll be nice. I want to go.
Foxford, I can't tell. Yes, I checked.
Is that something you want? No, it was not.
Did you get 3 or was that only? Was that 2? I fired mine and then she fired hers. Come on.
gentlemen and ladies, on this section here, are you ready for me to bring in the mountain? Yes, Carlos has 9 years of jousting, but this next man riding in has over 27 years in the sport. Now, during that time, yes, he is a veteran. He's seen a few injuries along the way. Let's see, he broke his leg, the femur was sticking out, and everything was awesome. He's had multiple broken ribs, multiple broken hands, multiple concussions. He's lost all of his hair. But count this, in the sport, he's actually dislocated his shoulder 26 times. But he's from Canada and has free health care, so who cares? Ladies and gentlemen, in his honor, he's well over 500 pounds of raw steel and sex appeal. His wife makes me say that all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's why we call him the Mountain, Sir TJ Duquette. Today, TJ rides his beautiful Shire by the name of Dane. Bring it up, TJ. 2,500 pounds. When this man hits you, it's like getting hit by a truck. Raise your voices one and all for the team of TJ and Dane. And now, my lords and ladies, there's one champion left. Ladies and gentlemen, this man left Colorado Thursday afternoon. He drove non-stop to get here to meet this challenge. He's the young, the brave, the debonair, Sir Andrew Soler! This Colorado native is here to do battle for the USA here. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for the team of Andrew and Odin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, these are our champions. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today also joining me on the field, my brother from another mother, another TV show represented here today. Do we have any fans of Knights of Mayhem on National Geographic? That's right, Charlie Andrews is here as well. Thank you very much. Now, between Charlie and I, we probably have over 50 international jousting championships together, and we have been the front runners to bring the sport of real full contact jousting to you, the masses. So when people say that we're just a little bit too extreme, that we put unnecessary risk upon our competitors, it's because what we do is real. And we want to know if you, the audience, want to see the real thing. And that's why we do what we do. Now, my lords and ladies, before we get into the competition, we're going to pay tribute to an ancient knightly tradition. Knightly with a K, Andrew, with a K. Now, my lords and ladies, you see, back in the olden days, before battle, quest, and tournament, knights would often venture to their own village. There to choose one lady they would call their own queen of love and beauty. You see, they'd favor that lady with a rose. They'd fight for that lady's honor, and perhaps die for that lady as well.
That's like sexual abuse.
I didn't say they were smart back then. They'll do My lords and ladies, you see, on this day, our knights, they're not carrying weapons of war just yet. Instead, they're carrying the most powerful weapon indeed, the rose. And it's with this rose that they'll choose from amongst you, good ladies, or men. It's the 21st century, we're proud of that, apparently. We're going to choose one that we will call our own queen of love and beauty this day. So with that said, do we have any single or perhaps unsatisfied housewives in the audience? Now just remember, ladies, just remember, Carlos is looking for a green card sponsor. That's right, if you want to be faced by a champion here today, make yourself known. Jump up and down, scream, it's not hard to crowd, but you can flash them if you want to.
He gave it to the little boy.
Sir Carlos. Carlos, my lord, what is the name of your beautiful princetta?
Be sure to give it to the little
Sharon? Siler? My lord, there is a nice round of applause for Siler!
I did not hear another Siler.
And DJ. Is she dressed in green? Now, of course she is. Where is your beautiful lady here today? She performed for you? Never mind, we're not going to go there. Oh, oh, listen again, I don't want to know. Jenna the Jester! And Andrew, where is your favorite here today? And what is your beautiful lady's name? Lady Teresa! Thank you very much, my lords and ladies. Thank you for allowing these knights to choose you. Now, my lords and ladies, we're going to go ahead and have a little bit of a warm-up for these athletes. Now, when I say athletes, I'm not referring to the guys in the shiny suits of armor. Let's face it, they're not athletes, they're not stuntmen, and they're definitely not actors. You can tell just by looking at them. The real athletes and the real stars are our war horses. How about a nice round of applause for our war horses? And that warm-up is there to, of course, help the horses, but then will also help you, the audience, cheer your favorite on and give them that encouragement that they need. To, of course, have the games, we need the help of our squires. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice round of applause for the Knights of Valor Squires! Okay, now, the first game is going to be a combination game. We're going to have the knights take blunted spear in hand. With that blunt spear, they're going to charge down, trying to spear rings, but not on stands like they did back then. Let's face it, this is the 21st century. We are in Tallahassee, it's the capital, and you people are bloodthirsty, aren't you? So instead of putting the rings on stands, we're going to have our squires hold on to the rings with their bare hands. Another nice round of applause for our 4 high school dropouts. That's right, state school kids, and this is where you're going to end up. We're going to get 1 point for each ring taken. Then the knights are going to turn around and move their spear to the sharp end, throwing their spears into the targets you see on the field. The red center, that's the bullseye, worth 5 points. The white circle, 3 points. Blue circle, 2, and for mere strike of the veil, 1 point. The knights with the most points at the end of the 2 passes will be victorious and will win a handful of gold. And then they'll share that gold to you, their cheering fans. Who wants gold? Who would rather have free beer? Tough. You're going to get gold. Okay. Now, my lords and ladies, first up, we have in the list the champion of Mexico. Raise your voices for Sir Carlos Dulce! Andrew, get out of the list. What are you doing? Typical. All right, Andrew coming in. Just joking. Just seeing you're paying attention, Andrew. You've just driven 36 hours straight. All right, Carlos Dulce is in the list. He's taking up his spear. If you cheer for the man from Mexico, raise your voices!
Definitely.
One, two, the throw! All right, he has 5 points. 5 points on his first pass. Can he do better than 5? Will he get a bullseye? Raise your voices if you cheer for Carlos. A miss. 1 ring. The throw. Bullseye! All right, so he has 5 on one side, 6 on the other. 5 plus 6 equals 56. Thank you. Sorry, that's right, kids. It's 11. Andrew went to night school. Oh, I got a better one. What do you call a knight with a wooden leg? A nightstand. I'm here all week. Actually, I do have a better one. Last week, a dragon. He was kicked out of the basement. He's now 20 years old. He had to fly and go and meet a mate. So he's flying around. There, he found a dove. He swooped down and he grabbed that dove, and the dove was like, I'm a dove, I love to make love. The dragon was like, no, a little bit too fast for me there. A little bit too fast, so he ditched the dove. He rides around, flies around a little bit more. There he spots a loon. Swoops down, he grabs the loon. The loon said, I'm a loon, I love to swoon. A little bit boring, I know. So he ditched the loon. He flew around a little bit more, and there he spotted a duck. He flew down, he grabbed that duck, and the duck said, wait, you made a mistake, I'm a drake. Now, my lords and ladies, we have Andrew Soler. Yeah, go ahead. Andrew Soler! Soler takes up his spear. Can he beat the score of 11? Raise your voices for Sir Andrew! A miss. 1 ring. The throw. It looks like it's in the 3. It's in the 2, actually. Sorry, in the 2. He only has 3 points right now. He needs to get a perfect score down here. Can he do it? Can he do it? Let's see if he can. Raise your voices. 1, 2. Oh. It's okay. He threw that a little bit quick. A little bit premature. It's fine. All right. And not good enough for the young American, but here comes the big Canadian. Uses 27 years of experience and beat the man from Mexico. Can he do it? All right, let's see how he does. Set, charging on. Raise your voices for TJ Cat. 1, 2. The throw.
That was a walk in the park for him, dude.
It's in the white. He has 5 points. He has 5 points right now, my lords and ladies. Can he get another 5? Can he get a bullseye? 1, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, not enough. That means the winner of the first game, Sir Carlos Sose. The young man from Mexico takes it. We do have gold for you, Carlos. We do have gold. Go on over there to D. That's right. Awesome. Yeah. Who wants some golden pesos from Carlos? Now, my lords and ladies, I gotta ask you, what do you say? Should we give the Knights one more chance? Should we give them just one more chance? Let's see, well, we just used spears. We're gonna use lances in the joust. What other weapons did Knights use back then? I got an excellent idea. My lords and ladies, what do you say to the old-fashioned game of cutting of the heads? It's Henry VIII's favorite. Now, my lords and ladies, back in the olden days, knights used to take prisoners out of the stockade, lash them to a post, take sword in hand, ride down at full speed, and wacko! One less prisoner to feed. But today, even here in Leon County, prisoners have rights. So instead of using a prisoner, we shall use one of our high school dropouts. Okay, sure, Austin. Yeah, Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man served 7 years in the Navy for the USA, and now we're gonna cut an apple off of his head. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put a helmet on his head, a helmet, a little protection, something his parents should have thought of it a long time ago, apparently. And if you kids understand that, you have really bad parents. Now we're gonna put an apple on top of his head. Yep, perfect. There we go. That is a fresh Macintosh right there. Beautiful red, delicious apple. And we're gonna have our knights take a sharpened sword. And with that sharp sword, they're gonna charge down, trying to, well, not just cut the apple in half. Let's face it, that's a little bit too easy. Plus, we only have the one apple. So we're gonna award victory to the knight who's able to cut that apple closest to the top of the helmet without turning Austin into diced fruit. What do you say? Do you want to see it? You want to see the knights cut the apple? Who would rather them see Austin get hit in the head? This is a Joe's crowd. Okay, perfect. All right. Carlos has his sword. Raise your voices for the man from Mexico. Ladies and gentlemen, wearing 150 pounds of armor, riding a horse, cutting that apple clean down to the bottom, put that small piece back on top. All right, now there's maybe 3/4 of an inch of apple there, 3/4 of an inch of apple. We're gonna now have this young man from Colorado, the champion of the USA. Can he cut that apple? If you cheer for Andrew, raise your voices! Oh yes! Ladies and gentlemen, he slices even more off.
Physics
That's it, seriously?
doesn't add up.
Ladies, you know what? Go ahead and put that on top.
I can't even see it. I can't even physically see it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, they might have free healthcare in Canada, but they don't have free vision. TJ Duquette just 2 weeks ago had LASIK surgery. He is seeing all sorts of blurriness. Do you think that the man from Canada can ride down and cut that paper-thin slice of apple? If you cheer for the big Canadian, do so and do so loudly. Get your cameras ready. He's set, ready to come about. Raise your voices for the mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great disgust that I announce the victor of this game, the man from Canada! Now please, I know you want to boo him and that's fine, but just understand that his dollar is 40% less right now. So when he gets the gold, that's going to be 40% less gold given to those people down there. I'm sorry, people.
You're ready, mate.
Styles of jousting known to man. You see, in most styles of jousting, the armor was designed in such a way to deflect the impact force away from a knight's body. But in this style, our knights are actually bolting onto their breastplate a gridded grand guard and buff. That gridded grand guard is now the target. And when the lances come in and strike that target, they do not deflect left to right. Instead, these knights are going to receive the full force of impact of upwards of 5,000 pounds of force. Boom! Right to the chest!
That's insane.
It's like 11,000 kilograms. It's fine. Hi, lords and ladies, I said 5,000 pounds of force right to the chest! Those of you who have no idea what that feels like, feel free to step out on the I-10 and get hit by a truck going 50 miles an hour, because that is what these guys are facing every time they go down this joust list. Now the lances we use, they are 100% solid, 11-foot long, inch and 5/16 Douglas fir. And it takes about 1,800 pounds of tensile strength to break these lances. But as these guys are hitting each other with upwards of over 5,000 pounds of force, these lances can break and fly towards you, the audience. So if you see a broken lance piece coming at you, it really is a broken lance piece coming at you. Protect yourselves, duck, dodge, move out of the way, hold up a small child, use it as a shield.
No.
It's a Renaissance fair, we can make more. Now, if a lance flies into the crowd and you get impaled by a lance, you can keep it as a souvenir! We'll even sign it for you at the end of the show. But if you want to get one the easy way, make your way over here, right there to that 20 by 20 white top tent. We do have broken lance pieces available. All proceeds that we get from these broken lances or swords made from those broken lance pieces go towards the direct care of the real stars of the show, our horses. How about a nice round of applause? Now, speaking of horses, if you want to go for a ride at the end of this joust for just a mere $10 donation, line up over there. Charlie will take care of you. $10 to go for a ride on the wall horse, and you see just how far these horses really, of course, are up there in the air. Now, my lords and ladies, our knights are getting ready. Our first joust is going to be between the man from the United States and the man from Mexico. It's USA versus Mexico here at the North Florida Renaissance Fair. Andrew Soler riding Odin.
Frank.
He will be down here on the west end. Entering the list. Again, coming down this way to now the west end, that is Carlos Dulce. Two great champions here, my lords and ladies. Vying for the right of champion. Our squires attending the other night. Squires, make your way to the field. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have 4 classes. The winner of the joust will move on and face TJ Newcat. All right, my lords and ladies, remember, the louder you cheer, the faster these horses will go. The louder you cheer, the harder these hit. And you want to burn any, you see what? Lights, you're seeing lights coming about. And the crowd goes crazy. My lords and say that that first attempt did suck it. An absolute whiff by both Knights. No point scored. We're going to rerun that. No point scored. Knights, receive your lances. Knights receive. Knights coming about. And the crowd goes nuts! On target, Andrew Soler, 1 point. On target, Carlos Dulce, 1 point. Both lances just skipping off the left shoulder. Knights now receiving their lances again. Knights received. Knights coming about.
Because they ain't going down.
And the crowd erupts with energy. Ladies and gentlemen, are you not entertained? Right out of the gate, third pass, both riders connect, both riders lock in, and we have what is known as a double unhorsing, 10 points each. All right, now I've just been informed, Carlos Dulce, he unfortunately is going to have to bow out of this next round, but Andrew Soler will be getting back. Okay, that's what I thought. This is real full contact jousting, and you are about to see it happen one more time. We are going to have Andrew Soler up against the big man, the big Canadian. TJ Duquette is ready. Andrew Soler, I just drove 36 hours, no problem. He's like, this is easy stuff for me.
That's what
Showing you why he is who he is in the sport. All right.
Like I drove 30.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have, again, 4 passes. The night with the most points, again, will be moving on to the absolute final. Knights receive. Knights coming about. And the crowd goes wild! Again, ladies and gentlemen, no points scored. Both riders missing their targets right over the shoulder. Now that gritty grand guard, that is the target. That's what these guys have to hit. You have to hit that target to be able to lock in the lance, but at the same time you have to hit that target to be able to score points. Points are 1 for a touch, 5 for a broken lance, 10 points for an unhorsing. Knights receive their lances. Knights receive. Knights coming about. And the crowd on target. Okay, calling it off target. Both riders off target again. Andrew Soler admitting that he did miss off target. It was so close, you can tell, but he did miss. All right. It's a beating. Knights received. Knights coming about. And the crowd screams, "Charge!" Oh, big hit! And the American saves it! Ladies and gentlemen, 5 points, broken lance for the Canadian. 1 point for the American, 1 point. The score right now is 5-1 in favor of Canada. We have 1 pass left to go. Now, I'm not sure if you saw what happened there. Just on that one hit, Andrew got knocked inside, but he did save it. Let's see if he can come back and deliver another punishing hit, this time on the big Canadian. Knights received. Knights coming about. And the crowd screams! Holy crap! Ladies and gentlemen, more pass. One more pass. Receive your lances. Knights received. Knights coming about. The crowd cheers with fury.
Do it again. Do it again.
Isn't it awesome? We have such a big, huge build-up, and then they suck. It's okay. It's real. It's real. It sounds like you guys are asking for yet one more pass. All right, then that's what we'll do. One more pass. Knights, receive your lances. Knights, receive. Knights coming about. And the crowd again for the Canadian. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner and moving on to the championship round, the Canadian. How about another big, nice round of applause for the young American? How about a great big applause for the young man from Mexico? How about a great big cheer for the real stars, our horses? Now, ladies and gentlemen, did you enjoy the joust? I said, did you enjoy the joust? Do you want to see more? Say, come back at 3. Until then, I'm Shane Adams, and again, if you want to go for a run on one of these war horses, line up over here by Sir Andrew. $10 for running a war horse.
I'm not about to say that, but okay.
Enjoy the rest of the day here, my local ladies, at the North Florida Renaissance.
Yeah.